Hello everyone, I'm Scott Hislop, the President of Transworld Business Advisors of Minnesota. As the world's largest business brokerage company, we work with business owners every day. Quickly we recognize the differences between the very successful business owners and entrepreneurs versus the ones that aren't. I clearly believe a common thread with the successful people is the fact that they recognize strategic relationships and value strategic partnerships and know how to leverage those to their advantage. It's no different here at Transworld. As I often tell people, one of our core competencies is the fact that we work together as a team to create maximum value for our clients. Today we have two examples of members of our team with us. Marv Soldner is a retired executive and a senior business advisor in our St. Cloud office with us today, and Sam Johnson, who is president of Johnson 229 Commercial Real Estate, and one of those strategic partnerships that we have that is important for our strategic value. So Sam, you recently closed a transaction that you netted the seller several $1 million above his expectations. What were some of the key components in that transaction?
Thanks, Scott, for the introduction. This particular transaction included 300,000 square feet of refrigerated warehousing space. It sat on about 20 acres here in Minnesota, and it had the operating business included, and then really heavy on the real estate.
So, Marv, I know you've been working with that transaction for probably close to a year. So what were some of your thoughts as far as the key components of the transaction?
As we first approached listing this business, it appeared to be a straightforward business transaction. As we started to look at it a little bit closer, there was much more real estate involved. So we called on Sam at Johnson 229 because of his expertise in commercial real estate. So the combination of our expertise in business brokerage and Sam's expertise in commercial land sales seemed to be the right way to do it. So we leveraged both of our strengths, both from a business background as well as a commercial real estate background.
Confidentiality is something that's very important for us as a business brokerage industry. We certainly don't want to disclose to employees and customers the business owner's intentions before they sell. So marketing that and being able to attract multiple buyers is an important component of every transaction. But you guys did an exceptional job on this one, Sam. Talk to us about the ability to attract multiple buyers for this transaction.
Given the confidential nature of this transaction, I think it was really crucial to have the opportunity to access both the way the business brokers approach it and the way we approach it from a commercial real estate standpoint, where we can't broadcast it everywhere. The ability to still be able to tap both of our different networks and use that to bring in different types of buyers and leverage them against each other was really important in this. And I think without the ability to do that and to have multiple buyer groups on the table, I don't think we would have yielded the seller what he was able to walk away with at the end of the transaction.
Sam, you are right. Leveraging both networks is very important. As a business broker, we have 9 or 10 websites that we confidentially market businesses. And so that brings in a group of buyers, which are typically business owners, business operators. Your network brings in investors and passive investors, and so being able to bring both those in is very strong.
So seller remorse and buyer remorse is something that's very real in every transaction that we do. It's a very emotional thing. When someone starts a business and they've been at it for 30, 40 years, it's an emotional tie to them next to their family members. So one of the most important things that people do in their life next to marriage and children is when they buy or sell a business. And Sam, in this particular transaction, emotions were high, especially when COVID-19 hit in the middle of the transaction and getting it done. So talk to us about how you manage those emotions with the buyers and sellers.
Yeah, Scott, I mean, having someone as experienced as Marv and yourself and everyone on your team, that just brings a vast array of talents to the table was super crucial in this situation. Selling commercial real estate a lot of times is not as emotional of a process as it is selling and letting go of your business. And Marv and the Transworld team just did a phenomenal job at managing those expectations, being able to communicate them clearly between the buyer and the seller. And it's a tough road to hoe sometimes, but at the end of the day, that experience you guys bring working with business owners every day is what got everyone past that emotional hurdle.
Thank you, Marv and Sam, for joining us today. It certainly is a prime example of the professionals that we assemble on our team and why strategic partnerships like Johnson 229 Commercial Real Estate and Marv work so well together. And we wouldn't be able to close transactions like the ones that they did and net the seller millions above his expectations without professionals in strategic alignments like those.